What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7 news, and Michael Cudlitz reveals potential spoiler about Abraham's fate. It's a Walking Dead comicbook.com article. We're going to reference that a little bit here. And he's doing the interviews. He's doing the rounds. He's spreading the news that he's alive, he's this, he's that. But we all kind of know, if you know anything about him, what the deal is. So we made a video about this. He's doing the rounds. He's been doing a couple interviews on that too. We're going to talk about some spoilers. So if you don't want to know, stop reading now. Potential spoilers ahead, most likely spoilers ahead for Season 7 and beyond. Here's the link, comicbook.com. Check it out there too. So, spoilers out of the way. We know Glenn and Abraham are the victims. That's what we go by from our potential theories and all that stuff. But here's what Cudlitz says. Well, Robert Kirkman was never happy with the death of Abraham in the graphic novels. He always said it was sort of a last-minute decision and that he regretted how he took him out. Cudlitz tells Pop Sugar, I think transferring that specific death of crossbow arrow through the eye of Denise was sort of an Easter egg for the audience who follow the graphic novels. They know what the death should have been, but there's also nothing lost on the television audience by not knowing that. It was a little gift just for them. So it was kind of cool that he did survive, because he got a little more time in there evidently, because again, we're going with he is one of the victims. Glenn and Abraham die in Season 7 premiere. So it's only going to be a couple more episodes that he's actually going to be around for. So the Negan and Abraham is short-lived, them going against each other, because Negan believes that he probably has to take him out because he's a threat, and Negan doesn't want any threats. So he wants to take him out, and that's it. So he doesn't have to deal with him anymore. There's an interesting note in itself for the Walking Dead fans, but what may have been interesting is Cudlitz considering the ramifications of the decision, specifically that his references being the world where both Abraham and Negan continue to exist. So, Negan and Abraham, he does paint the picture that he's going to be around and everything. I read that article. It's a different article about there, too, and he asked him that question about Abraham and Negan, and he's talking about how they're going to exist. Well, it seems to be short-lived because Negan just eradicates Abraham, because Abraham doesn't even make it to the lineup in the comic. So, I guess that's the big thing. If Abraham was alive in the comic, would he survive the lineup? And the answer is no, obviously, because that's what they're going with, because he's not in the comics. So they have to say, what if Abraham met Negan? What would they do? What if Glenn was there with Abraham? What if that? So there's a lot of what if questions, and they're playing the factor that Abraham would not make it out because Negan sees Abraham as the threat, and he moves on, and that's it, and he doesn't have to deal with Abraham anymore. And they write this: her death spurs on a whole bunch of other stuff. That's Denise's death. And then the audience knows that Abraham will continue for a while now. He says, now we get to see what a world with Negan and Abraham both in it will be like. There's something we don't see in the graphic novels, so a lot of cool stuff happens for me. Knowing that his potential death had come and gone, it was a moment to go, oh, cool, they really aren't going to stick with the graphic novel does. As a fan of both the novel and the show, it was cool. Oh, cool, they really aren't going to stick with what the graphic novel does. That's the big key word there, too. Right, they didn't. But you're not going to make it to All Out War, Abraham, it sounds like. And it sucks, because we want to see that. Abraham is a funny, hilarious character with the best one-liners in the business on The Walking Dead. But Negan versus Abraham, I guess Negan wants to take him out. Negan eradicates all threats, so he doesn't have to deal with the bullshit. He sees as somebody, Abraham, that could take him out. So that's what happens there. He is painting the picture like, oh, I'm going to be around, but I don't buy that for a second. Does this mean that Abraham is officially spared Lucille's mighty swing? What do you think? They say it sure sounds like it, but nothing is official until we see it on air. Yes, nothing is confirmed, nothing's official. It's out there. It's all spoilers, theories, predictions, whatever you want to call it, because nothing is exactly confirmed. AMC's not come out and say, you got it, guys. You figured it out. We're going to have to wait till October 23rd either way. But I don't believe that Abraham is spared. I think he's just doing the rounds because he's the word around town saying that he's one of the victims, and they got to do, be correct about things, and they go around there to throw us off the scent a little bit, to throw us this, to throw us that. They're trying to make it big time there because we're about 2 months out, less than 2 months until we get to see what happens. So I'm not buying it. How about you? Do you think Abraham lives? Glenn lives? Who lives? We put it in a million other videos to show you the evidence and the proof that is out there about filming schedules and everything else. But we're not going to win everybody over, and frankly, I don't give a shit anymore about trying to win anybody over. I just give you the ideas, give you the evidence, give you the information, and that's it. And yes, it's Michael Cudlitz, not Michael Cudlitz, but it's just easier to say that than it's Michael Cudlitz. So there you go, guys. Well, if you go down, I go down, we go together. We've heard some good theories. We don't know exactly how Abraham dies, if it's two Lucille victims, if Glenn's picked and he steps up and he gets stabbed, he gets the arrow, so he still gets the comic book death by Dwight's arrow, and I think that would be great. I would think that would be the best way to do it. But thanks for watching, guys. You are awesome. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribe for more videos. Let's keep this channel growing. Just the latest news that's out there. The throw is off the scent, I think. But tell us what you think, guys, about it. You guys are awesome, and thanks for watching.